悪霊退散.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have bad news coming from the gaming industry, really Epic Games. They laid off over 1,000 people, and this is because of the drop in engagement of Fortnite. Now, we all know that Fortnite was massive, but it's slowing down. You have games like Arc Raiders, Boulder Gate, E33. There's just a lot of other games out there. Battle Royales, the FPS genre, doesn't have the hold that they once had. Me personally, I think it's a good thing that gamers all over the world are starting to diversify what type of games they play. That means that the games that had a monopoly are forced to change their plans, like we saw with Call of Duty as well. They've seen some drop off in their sales, and they're going to try to completely changed the way that they're doing Call of Duty. I seen another story as well that said the Battle Royale genre as a whole has seen a 15% decrease this year. And that's not even counting what's been happening year over year since the height of its day. The sad thing though is that since people are no longer putting all their interest in Fortnite, Battle Royale, Call of Duty, you do have these companies see that, start to think about how can we cut costs to stay profitable, because that's what they want to do, and then they lay off 1,000 employees. And you have icons like the person who designed one of the most iconic skins in Fortnite. They got laid off. This is their LinkedIn, which says open to work, and they basically just explain their 11-year journey, the ups, the downs, and they just talk about how they're no longer with Epic Games. I would love for people like this and the other 1,000 people who got laid off to find work in other places. But when you hear about all of these games constantly laying off people, you think, how? Who is going to hire 1,000 people when everyone is laying off 1,000 people? The story itself says Epic Games cut over 1,000 jobs on March 24, 2026 due to sharp Fortnite player drop since 2025, with CEO Tim Sweeney apologizing in a memo and targeting the $500 million in savings by trimming contracts, marketing, and roles. Affected employees get 4 months pay, extended healthcare, and stock options, while Sydney praised their top-tier skills. Just from reading this brief summary here, it sounds like he's trying to do the right thing, but at the same time, how much money is this guy making? His salary for like 1 year, maybe a month, could pay all these guys. The layoffs also shut down Rocket Racing, Ballistic, and Festival Battle Stage modes as Epic refocuses on core Battle Royale and Unreal Engine 6 amid the past rounds of cuts. And this is something that I heard as well, is that some of their other official modes that Fortnite has created are also being ended. And the interesting thing about Fortnite is not only do they have the official game modes, but they have player created modes. And those player created modes are very popular. So you have this weird thing where like they gave the players an opportunity to create whatever modes they want and play them. And some of those modes became more popular than the actual official modes. At the same time, you have this tweet from Dell where he says, bro, games industry LinkedIn is the worst I ever seen in my life. Literally thousands of people saying they have been laid off and more looking for work. It's devastating. And this tweet from Dell sparked a whole entire discussion as well. You can see one person saying, for a minute I thought about leaving media for the game industry, but it would be like getting out of the frying pan into another frying pan. This also bundled with how AI is rapidly taking over a lot of jobs, because some people believe that they really let these jobs go because of AI. You're just going to see more and more stuff like this happen over the years. And I just wonder, where does it lead us? When companies are laying off thousands of employees because games are underperforming from the glory days of what they used to, but then also even successful games get killed because they're not successful enough, I guess. But then also successful games, they get taken over by AI. Where does this all lead? Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and bye-bye.